All right, folks, this is Harris Sultan. Sadiq Khan said that terrorism is part and parcel of living in a big multicultural city. In other words, he was saying that when you create a huge multicultural city like London, then of course you're going to have people from other cultures who have different set of values, who see the world differently. They don't agree with your values. They have their own definitions of terrorism, oppression, law and order, etc. So we are bound to get some people who will randomly blow up. Now, it's a remarkable coincidence that it's always the members of one particular community who tend to randomly blow up or run over people or start going stabby. There's always members of one particular community. I wonder what that is. Definitely not Hindus, definitely not Buddhists, definitely not Chinese or Indians or Vietnamese or Brazilians. I wonder who that is. I'll leave that to you. Anyway, the point is, it's going to happen. It's not right. It shouldn't happen, but it's going to happen. So the public should just be prepared for it. So I was thinking about it because I have noticed a lot of Muslims are coming out and they're saying that they have noticed an increase in anti-Muslim bigoted attacks. I'm not going to deny it. I have seen some videos. Let me show you some of them. Look at this. This innocent Muslim man, I'm just saying innocent because he's innocent here. I don't know what his views are. So this poor guy, he's just doing an interview, and some people are going to come here. I'm not going to call them anything. I'm just going to say that these people are sick and tired of seeing their country go down the drain. Okay? What they're doing is not right. It's an act of anger and frustration. It's not right. It shouldn't happen. But have a look at this. Yeah, no,
That's the issue we have in our country. You got to use raping our kids.
See what she said? You're our kids. Okay. Look at this guy. An elderly white man.
Yeah, should have been shot.
Oh, is this a racism thing?
Should. Bloody Asian.
Oh, bloody Asian. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
So he's attacking some brown Asian people. Look at this graffiti. No Islam, no Islam. Busha Sheikh is saying this. Keep the dirty out the villages. Child, no Muslim, blah, blah, blah. A Muslim man and his daughter were racially abused by a white woman in a park in Canada because the Muslim girl got scared when the lady unleashed her dog on her. This poor girl. Now, I really feel bad for all of these victims, okay? I really feel bad for all of them. No excuses, no justifications. However, the world isn't run by our lofty ideals. The world is run by facts and realities around us. So I go back to Sadiq Khan's quote. Just like he said that terrorism, meaning people blowing themselves up, people getting run over, people getting stabbed, is just part and parcel of living in a big multicultural city. Just like that, when you try to assert the dominance of your culture, which I have no doubt that when you live in any country, there has to be a dominant culture. So in Britain, it has to be British culture. British values, British culture. Every other culture, Hindu culture, Muslim culture, whatever culture, every other culture has to be under the umbrella of British culture. Multiculturalism doesn't mean equality of all cultures because not all cultures are equal. We know that. So every other culture has to live under the umbrella of a dominant culture. So in Britain, it has to be British culture. Obviously, the left conflated these issues. They said multiculturalism enriches us, diversity is our strength. It has failed. So just like that, when you try to establish that dominance, some incidents like this are bound to happen. In other words, some form of bigotry is part and parcel of this movement. So the movement itself is not bad. Just how they think that multiculturalism itself isn't bad, therefore we should tolerate some people getting blown up, some people getting stabbed, blah, blah, blah. We should just suck it up. So I am saying, by the same token, by the same logic, when you establish the dominance of your culture, then some incidents of bigotry are bound to happen and you should just suck it up. Now, I could also be a victim of that. I totally understand that. But again, That's the cost we have to pay just for a tiny bit of time. And by comparison, getting verbally assaulted like that is much better than getting stabbed by an Islamist or getting blown up in a bus by an Islamist. So even on that front, this side is slightly better. So this is just a hardcore, rational, logical talk. But obviously in the real world, I don't want to be racially vilified. I don't want to be attacked. And just by the same token, I don't want any Muslim to be racially attacked or vilified. Just like Sadiq Khan would not want to be a victim of terrorism. But he said, you know, it's part and parcel. So why am I saying that? Well, look at this. Another incident happened. This guy, Motin Ali, he got shouted on by some racist white kids. I don't understand what they're saying, but I'm only going by the comments. So anyway, so Motin Ali says that this is now everyday reality for many of us. A family day out to the beach results in a torrent of racist abuse followed by indecent exposure at my family. My youngest is 6. Now, I'm sorry, Motin, you had to go through it. I'm really sorry. So I responded to that and I said, you Muslims kept saying we hate the British people. We want Sharia in the UK. And people like me, kept telling you to get your house in order. Stop gaslighting the natives or there would be a blowback. And this is the blowback. Again, not saying it's right, but just like Sadiq Khan, it's part and parcel of it. It's just going to happen. This is what these people have been saying for the last 20 years.
Our religion that we have to hate them for the sake of Allah. We love what Allah loves, and on the opposite of that, we hate what Allah hates.
Meaning all of you non-Muslims. He's saying that while he's living in Britain. These people have huge following. And it's not just one incident. Look at this. Anjem Choudary. This is what they were doing. This guy, it's not just some fringe movement. Look at this.
Reason why you have to fight them is because they are Jews and Christians. You should fight those empires around you or those hukumat around you, which are Jew or Christian, until they give the jizya. And then the howness of that is in the hadith. 3 options that they're given. Either you give the jizya or you do this or you do that.
You do this or you do that. So you fight Jews and Christians. That's why they're fighting Israel. Israel is a tiny country, so they can openly say that. But this is what they mean. The end game is to fight all of you, all of the West, Britain, America, the whole of Europe. That's the end game. And when you conquer them, you have to give them 3 options. You live under us as third-class citizens and pay jizya. Or the second option is you convert to Islam. So in that case, you'll become a fellow Muslim. Or the third option is you die. Jews and Christians can live as second-class citizens, but if you are a polytheist or you don't belong to Jews, Christians, or Sabines is an extinct group, that's what was in the Quran, then you have to die. So for them, it's only 2 options, either convert or die. That's what they've been saying and preaching to their millions of followers for decades. The British government didn't do anything. They said, oh, free speech. Isn't that amazing that they ensure that these people have free speech? But when a native person waves the British flag, no free speech. When a native person says something out of frustration, no free speech. You go to jail.
Our hatred for the non-Muslims doesn't
Our hatred. Can you focus on these words? They've been saying this for so long.
stop us from being unjust to them. My argument would be it also doesn't stop us from coexisting with them, living in a society with them.
But I can be in a
Living in a society with them. That's why Muslims love secularism. They love the lefties when they're in a minority. When they're in the majority, listen to what Mohammed Hijab said the previous clip. You fight them. You take over. They have a word for it. Islam has divided the world in 2 parts, Darul Islam and Darul Harb. Darul Islam is the house of Islam, like Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Darul Harb, Britain, where you initially promote secularism. You say, hey, you know, we have these lefty liberal values, we support them. But then you slowly grow your numbers and then you fight. That's Darul Harb for you.
Land where I live with these people, but
Yeah.
I have hate for them. I don't like them. I say that is at the time that we're living in today, is very, very hard to claim that. Imposing onto you.
They've been saying we hate you. They say we hate you. And then when they get hate in return, they start crying. Where is that Mutin Ali? Why did he not condemn these people? Why don't they condemn these people? They never, I looked through their timelines, they never condemn these people. They never name them.
Saying that you have to accept the British values. And Muslims are being put in situations where they're asked, are you a Muslim first or are you a British first?
Yeah, but these are easy questions to answer. I'm a Muslim first. Like, what's the issue?
I'm Muslim first. You. Look at this.
Very simple. In no integration, no multiculturalism, no diversity, no tolerance. I got my own deen, you got your own deen. You got your democracy, we got our own sharia. You got your own free mixing, we got our own nikah. Own cheating within the marketplace, your own.
We don't want integration. We don't want multiculturalism. But they live in a multicultural society. You see how retarded the whole thing is? So they've been doing this for so long, and that's the reason why they've been targeted. By the way, this guy, Mutin Ali, look at him. He's just been selected as the deputy leader for the Greens Party. Look at him. Who would have thought? Look at him. This guy. He's just been selected as the deputy leader of the Greens Party. Who would have thought that the green in the Greens Party is the green of Islam? This guy cares about the environment. It is just so retarded. And then they wonder why the public is turning against them. What I showed you earlier, this vilification and this attack on individual people is wrong. I condemn it. I abhor it. But I also live in the real world. And I'm telling you that this is going to increase. You can condemn them with all your might, but it's not going to stop. Just because these people did not condemn the people that I just played you. Mohammed Hijab still has his 1 million subscribers. He's still spewing this nonsense. By the way, their software has been updated as well. Look what they're saying, all of them. Look at him. Tommy Robinson should be banned in the UK as a terrorist. If Palestine Action is on the terror list, then he should be as well. This guy, he is a known certified Islamist supremacist. His publication, 5 Pillars, is all about propagating Islamist values. All about it. And he's saying, oh, Tommy Robinson should be banned in the UK as a terrorist. No, you should be banned. You should be expelled. Your citizenship should be cancelled. Look at him. This guy I just played you who said that you have to fight the Jews and Christians. He's saying, I'm sorry to say, but it's clear that Elon Musk has manipulated the Twitter algorithm to amplify the voices of the far-right racists. So I responded to it. I said he should manipulate a little more and de-amplify Islamist voices. Jokes aside, he hasn't done anything. The public has woken up. Your time is coming to an end. Time to start packing. And Tommy Robinson replied too, shut up, you big caveman nonce apologist. Tell your solicitors I said hi. I love you, Tommy. Look at that. The term Valaiti mean foreigner. For many of us British-born Muslim Pakistanis, we go to Pakistan and we're too Western to fit in. Then apparently we are told we are too Pakistani in Britain, travel around the world, and they ask, what are you? So Busha Sheikh is having this identity crisis. She wore a hijab and then she took it off so she could be on TV. I don't care. I don't have this problem. I don't have this identity crisis. I know who I am. I am me. My ideas, my values are right here. I don't wear my skin color. I don't wear my cultural heritage. I don't go around telling people that I'm this and that. I am who I am. My values, my ideas, my thinking defines who I am. And that's enough for me. I don't need a label of I'm a Pakistani or I'm a Pakistani Australian. I'm an Australian. I don't care. These labels don't matter at all. I am a citizen of Australia. I'm a citizen of the West. And I believe in liberal secular democracies. I believe in free speech. That's enough. Once you start believing in these things, once you rise above identity politics, the world becomes a lot simpler and clearer. But these people don't understand that this is the reason why everywhere she goes, she starts looking. In their mind, these people are dividing the world in different races. Islam, infidels, I'm brown, you're white. I don't see the world through those lenses. I don't care if you're brown or black or whatever. If you are a citizen of the free world and you believe in freedom and free values, Western values, then that's a pretty strong rope to hold on to. It's pretty simple. It's not that difficult. But anyway, the tide is turning. And we're going to, unfortunately, we are going to see some hate crime, hate incidents.